Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're still Schwabia, we're still going for everything that's coming up in Mulhouse. We still have to decentralize the Holy Roman Empire, which we're working on. Currently we're only being voted for by 2 people thanks to our still pretty tanked Diplo but we should be getting +3 very soon in May, and that might help a lot. If that's not enough, then we're gonna have to figure out some other ways. We're also fighting Mr. O again. I mean, that's what we do, I guess, in this game. We fight Mr. O a lot. And we're doing quite well. This is our best war against Mr. O so far. Maybe not too surprisingly, because we've been beaten Mr. O twice before, so they got a lot weaker. And we actually took precautions to take Constantinople and Kokeli and put force into them, so we wouldn't have issues crossing the Bosporus anymore. Which is... I must say I'm pretty happy with that choice. Bunch of places we could state, but still not really any reason to... Well, there are reasons to, but not super good reasons. But finally, with Danzig being converted, we can add you to a trade company? No? Wait. Can I not add provinces bordering the empire to a trade company because there's no room for the button? Because I believe that's the same region, right? This is not like a different... No. So I don't think there's any reason that Danzig should not be able to be a trade company, except for the fact that Stolp is in the empire and Tuchel... No, Tuchel probably not. That is unfortunate. Now, there's a button here, and there's a way we can make this button have a hotkey, right? There's a new hotkey thing. I forget how it works, but I know it exists. I don't want to reset my keyboard shortcuts. You press a thing and then you get a button, and then you just press any button. How does this work again? I've done it before. It's new in the newest patch, but I've still done it before. Don't want to do that. Oh, down there. Assign keyboard shortcut. So I'm gonna go into Marienburg where we have this button. I'm gonna say assign keyboard shortcut. Then I click on this button and I give it the shortcut. I don't know, something I never use. Wait, did I just click on the button? Can I not give this a shortcut? Or is that not a legal button? Does it feel to you as if this doesn't work right now for this button? Do I have a place I could add to a trade company? I don't think so. Because maybe the add trade company button can be shortcutted. The reason I have hopes that that could work is that there might be a button still here. They might just both be in the same place. And if I had a shortcut, I might still be able to press it. I'm pretty sure if I add you to the empire, that doesn't help. Not with the trade company. Fudge. And it does need to be the trade company that has the... Oh, we lost our merchant in... that's unfortunate. How did that happen? Now we're gonna fix it. After this war, it's gonna be fine. You must have at least 51% of the province trade power in the region. You. It doesn't say that it needs to be the trade company that has that. So I assume if I state Danzig, I will also help. Let's see, 10.5%. I will take... but no, I can't still state West Prussia. Oh no, then I... I don't know. I want to core and state Danzig. But if I state West Prussia, that also states Marienburg, which takes it away from the trade company, which makes it so we lose our investment. No, we didn't fully invest. It's only 400 ducats. It's not a problem. But I would have liked to keep Marienburg in the trade company. And if I ever take like Osterode and I add Marienburg to the Empire, or is it bordering? No, I add Marienburg to the Empire, then I cannot trade company Osterode. Ugh. Game. Yeah, but leaving this not trade company and not stated is not a good idea without that trade power in there. That's just wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna trade a state West Prussia. I'm gonna lose my investment. I'm gonna pay the admin to core all of that stuff. I'm gonna add Danzig to the Empire. Maybe not. No, let's not add Danzig to the Empire because Königsberg could still be a trade company. And it can't be because it's bordering Danzig, right? As soon as we make Danzig part of the Empire. Because that button will then be there. Gee. Wait. So Marienburg is still a trade company province. But I still lost my investment in this trade company state. It's build a company to go over here. And I want to see how much trade power I have in the region now. 10.5, 10.6, 7.1. Okay, so I believe it's lying, right? When it says you need to have the trade power, I think that's a lie. I think the trade company needs to have the trade power because we just dropped a whole bunch, and stating Danzig should not have done that. I don't think. Maybe, but no. No, that seems not at this autonomy. Yeah, I think it just doesn't count stuff that I actually own. Just trade company. Which makes sense, but it's not what the tooltip says. It makes me unhappy. Anyway, we now have West Prussia. Fine. Some people pirating Constantinople, which is technically pirating me, even though I'm not really using this thing right now. Do I still have merchants in all the places that matter? Because I just lost one from no longer having the trade company here. The merchant from the trade company. We don't need one in Krakow. We have one everywhere else where it really matters. Okay, it's fine. But man, do I want my merchants back. Get over there. This is kind of fine. This could use some more work. You're getting over here. I'm tempted to move you in here. But no, let's not do that before we control Trebizond. And have some sort of idea of where the Ottoman stacks are. Let's just take Injil instead. The only reason I moved so far forward with that stack anyway was that I was chasing down small stacks. You are big and taking attrition. You're a nice 34 and 4 stack that I don't want to hurt, so I'm not going to merge. And then these two people, I don't know who you belong to, but you can get over here. What kind of peace deal are we looking for from Mr. Rowe? I mean, I doubt that we're there yet, but... I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind throwing you out of the Balkans completely. I don't know that we can do that in one war, but maybe. And we could make release more nations. But we could also take the land for ourselves. Give me a claim map mode, which immediately turns off once we do this, of course. I forget about that. Can we take all the Balkans? Probably not. I mean, absolutism is a hell of a drug, so maybe. Actually. Anybody else? We don't even need to take Egribos. We don't have claim there, so let's not for now. Just look at our claims. And I assume the claims are all the stuff that we need to do for the mission, right? Free the Balkans. All provinces, Balkans regions owned by Christians. And I need to have at least a bunch of them. Yeah, and since I got my claims from that mission, it is exactly this. So that's a peace deal we could take. And it doesn't even really put anybody into a coalition. It does put me a bit in the overextension area of the game. It's bad. I don't want to have over 100 overextension, that's really bad. I also don't really want to release a subject here, although we could. Because as we learned, I knew, but I got reminded, annexing subjects reduces my diplomat reputation quite a bit, and that makes being elected in the Empire a lot harder. You kind of lack people. No, I failed to grab a kill here. Let's try to grab a kill in a tab. Even if it's only a small one. But there's still over 100,000 Ottomans around. I need to be mindful of all of this garbage. Are you in a different war? No. Just this one. Justice. Vipers of Fazan raiding me. Little sea nuggets. Spend a bunch of stuff. Do I want to coin any of this? I don't think so. Not with the upcoming expansion of the Empire. That will be slightly problematic. Thanks to governing capacity. Development kind of also has governing capacity, but I'm still kind of okay here. Varaz does not have encouraged development going on, but Solnok does. Yes. Let's do that place, I guess, for a bit. And then Toronto. Yeah. Some dip too. Sure. Prove some cows. Better cows. More cows. Good. You guys can start on them carpets. Something like this. And then you get over here. And as usual, I'm not super tempted to... I shouldn't catching nobody here. Not super tempted to fight the Ottomans to the death. I don't necessarily want a 100% deal here. I think the deal we had designed earlier, with like their 70 or something, is gonna be fine. There's obviously stuff we could do, even if we don't take any more land. We could grab war reps, which is great of the Ottomans. We could grab, probably not trade power. But there are things we could take. However, I don't think that's worth staying in the war for much longer. And that's also not worth. I did not see that. Let's run immediately. Guess I know where the Ottomans are. Didn't take too much damage compared to what they took. A bit more, but considering I got surprised and I wasn't there at all, that's kind of fine. But that makes me think I might want my troops. You actually didn't want that one stack, I don't think. Let's get some help over here. I do like that they seem to be relatively bad at... Oh, but I moved away from it. I was about to be happy about the fact that they keep running their troops into mine here. And I stop that from happening. Oh, and you... No, this is fine. Just killing yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Control, kill. Mexico declared war. Mexico? Mexico declared war on Florida. It's kind of unfortunate that we're not interacting with this new world when it's so unusual. I mean, look at this. That's so good. Europeans did not do very well there. I wonder if that's due to their issues with money in this patch, or there's something else going on. Because the AI is not very good with money at the moment. They can be very deeply in debt. Still have 560,000 manpower. It's like, yeah, we make mistakes and stuff, and we're fighting the Ottomans, but really, who gives a hoot? It's impressive. Hadramut's alliance to Tidore has been broken. Well, rip. Ottomans doing some of their own carpeting over here. I think if I bring you in and then bring you back, it's probably gonna be good enough. Wouldn't mind some extra backup, of course, but... Wait, did Lithuania just add provinces to the empire, as my voice leaves me? No, must be Bohemia again. They are sprawling. Bohemia is not sprawling, I will admit. No. There goes Sham. We're at 65% war score. That might already be enough. No, it's not quite. Not quite enough. But they're slightly war exhausted, which... Killing these small stacks is not going to help too much with actually reducing Ottoman manpower. But it will hurt their war exhaustion quite a bit. Or increase their war exhaustion, I guess, which... Does that hurt it? It's... Obviously having more war exhaustion is negative. But anyway, semantics. I'm talking semantics here. It will increase their war exhaustion, which will hurt Mr. O. And make them more likely to peace out. Which is awesome. Also, we get tiny pieces of war score. I mean, not... Oh, you are sieging that one down very fast. And I don't have my people here. And it's only Grassman's fort, so we don't get any bonuses for being the defender there. Let's see if we can catch these small stacks in Uzu by walking to Bender. You're sieging, that's taken. This is being taken. Where are your other two cannons at? Oh, probably in the stack. No, you have tons of cannons. But you'll need two more. Let's get those on the muscle. That was quite the siege. I'm gonna take that battle and 10-1 these guys before the reinforcements can arrive. But then we have to go and try to take back Karamanchiche, or whatever it's called. And there's still 80,000 Ottomans around. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. Pop is good. I let me good pop. You want to fight me in Bender, and your other guys are decently far away. I might take that battle. I don't think we get a river crossing penalty. If we engage with these guys first. But river crossings are weird. They recalculate at some points, and I never know quite when. So this is 12th of January. You could be there on the 11th. No, that's too early. I think it might have something to do with the general that it chooses to lead the battle. Whichever general is leading is probably the one whose river crossing gets counted, or lack of river crossing. That might be how that works. Now, 68%. Still on medium. If they were on low, they would probably peace out. I feel like I should be working and doing other things as well. I'm fully absorbed in this war. I'm not really focusing on my empire or anything at all. Oh, Papal guy is willing to vote for me again. That's good. So we have the votes. Barely, but we have them. Cologne's still not happy. I really need to get rid of that colonial claim on my territory, honestly. That would be very good. I'm gonna spend... Oh, no I'm not. I'm just gonna influence you... Oh, improve relations. Back to max. We did get the river crossing there later. Probably because of the general switching. But since it chooses the better general, that's probably alright. Assuming the choice of general is a informed one. Which it might not be. There we go. Take Bitlis, take Arbil, take Sinjar. Get backing up here. I think we're very close. Age of Revolutions. Savoy has ended. Back from this guy. We already have decent things. We don't have a large capital. Kind of want that. Don't own and control 2 orders or institutions. Could check whether I could grab one. 3-star guy. 125 discipline. Big subject. Now large capital is possible. Not sure I want to do 16 development here. That's quite expensive, but maybe my upcoming development should all be in Mulhouse. I could also move my capital, but I don't think I have provinces that are much larger. Or do I? Country, province overview. Is there no development here? Is it just tax, production, manpower? Is there no... Really? Province development. Me. I guess it's Constantinople at 40. That's a bit bigger, but I don't care about Constantinople as much as I care about there. And it costs a decent amount to move my capital. And it might automatically also move my trading port, which I really don't want to do. Not to Constantinople. I don't know if it just does that if the capital and trading port are the same. Or if it always moves the trading port. If it's the latter, then I really don't want that. Okay. Interesting question is, how is my absolutism looking now? 89. And... problems are... legitimacy. Tiny bit of legitimacy. I think we can get maximum of +5 from it. Maybe. I feel like we had 95 potential earlier. I don't know. We also get another step from this here thing. But that's far away. The reason I'm carrying is that it must actually have lost. Oh, there was admin efficiency in the last age. Fudge. That does two things. For one, our deal is more expensive now. Our peace deal. And for another, I mean, this might also mean more expansion, I think, but that I don't care about. But also it causes more overextension, so we're even further away from just taking all this, so we must either make a subject or release a nation. I'm tempted to go the subject road. And maybe not eat them, maybe just keep them forever. They won't be in the Empire, but they also won't have Empire territory. They will be Christian. Can I add a province that I don't have core to the Empire? I don't think so. If I could, then we could just add the province to the empire and then release a subject. We'll see. Anyway, we have to continue this war. And I just noticed something that I really wanted to do in this war anyway. Or I already wanted to do it last war, but I didn't do it. Which is the breaking of the guarantee of Venice. I want to punch Venice without having to fight the Ottomans. Maybe we have to go for a 100% deal here. I mean, sure, I could go for just less land. And by doing that, not take all the Balkans. But that just seems wrong, doesn't it? I have to come back again to complete my mission. Unless it's cheaper to release somebody in the Balkans. That would be Christian. If I clear this offer and go like release nations, Greece. That's 66% war score already, wow. And it's way too much land. No, not Georgia, not Albania, I don't think. It's on the wrong, no, it's in the right place, but yeah. It's not really Albania. Iraq, Kiev, Medina, Serbia would be one of those options. And then kind of lose the opportunity to connect my land. Also, I'm not using my claims. I don't think any of this can be good, no. I think we still want the big deal. Kind of a big deal. Which is like all of this. All of that, all of that. All of this. This. And this. The Corfu. And I believe Cephalonia as well. Here. Click. There we go. And then we're back to the original peace deal. Now I don't think I can add any of these provinces. Well, maybe I can. To a trade. I don't know if I can add this Balkan land here to a trade company. Probably not. Wait, Constantinople is part of. No, I should be able to do it. Okay, that's good. I was thinking I also want land for the trade company, but it's no longer necessary. Good. But it's still, yeah, I think we just have to do the just have to release a subject. And we can release subject any way we want to, right? We could look for somebody to release, but can also just make a client state. It's gonna be fine. Sure, have a seat in the Landtag. It's gonna be okay, Donauwörth. Enjoy. Detach. Catch. Siege. Why are you forced marching? Pretty sure you don't have the free force march thing yet. You can't have the Splendor, can you? No. Okay, so yeah, I think we're doing development in Mulhouse. One of my issues with developing in Mulhouse is that we then lose Mulhouse as a place where we might want to develop industrialism. Or industrialization, or whatever it's called. And I like having a good place to develop in. I don't like taking tons of attrition because I'm an idiot. That is not something I'm a big fan of. Supply limit is horrible in these places. Gee whiz. Speaking of attrition, how do I keep making these mistakes? Don't answer that. Yeah, Frankfurt, sure. There are Ingil, 19,000 people attacking my guys in Jafar, and I saw it too late. I might not be able to get away now. Cannot. So I will get stack wiped. Because I'm greedy. Shame. Shame. But all of these are small losses. I don't actually super mind. I don't like it, but I don't super mind. So many men and so much money and all that. It's all good. You guys have to be somewhat careful here not to join that fate. Defensiveness until the end of the game in Hamburg, which is okay, or half price 4 defense guy, which I don't care about. So yeah, let's take defensiveness until the end of the game. Oh. So I don't know squat about revolutions. I read a bit about it. I try to understand it, but I don't really know how they work. Never gone through revolution myself. I have fought people who were, but I don't usually play this far. We could press this button. Oh, what does it do to the Empire, though? Can I be Emperor when I'm a revolutionary something something? Emperor Revolution EU4. HRE. No. Revolutionary as an emperor. Yada yada yada. That it's impossible to lose HRE becoming hereditary, but we're not hereditary yet. After revoking. Okay, not sure if Erbkaisertum is sufficient. Okay, so we can't currently become a revolutionary thing, I think. Unless they change things around or Reddit is wrong, which it never is, right? And since we're going... We're not even going Erbkaisertum, are we? Gemeiner Pfennig, perpetual diet. I'm not going to do these two. As much as I would like ewige Landfriede, we're not going to get there. And we're not going to go for Erbkaisertum or revoke. Yeah. So we cannot become revolutionary, I think. So I'm just going to lose 10 prestige. As much as I would like great production efficiency, but it's not great. And I don't want a center of revolution in Swabia. No. Go away. Not you, but also you, because we're going to have to put a cut in here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, please do that in that comment section. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.